Welcome back, everybody. We are here playing some more Witcher Wild Hunt. My name is Klaus, so welcome to my house. We are over here at the Vegelbund Estate. If you recognize it, it is because we were here just a wee bit earlier in the series to make sure this lady's son could get out of Novigrad alive. Or I guess just, you know, this general region. Well, looks like we could probably do a race up there. Oh, hello.
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them. As a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Oh, who would have guessed that?
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Yeah, okay. I know what we're about to do.
This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
I see. Yeah, I think the right thing for us to do, to kind of harken back to the way that we started off this campaign, was to be a nice guy, and we want to help poor Rotlick out. Primarily for his sake, and secondarily for Dandelion's placards. We could take the easy route and just pay the debt, and 200 is not a whole lot, but hey, you know, we need some action here. Let's go for the race.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me, win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
You are that good a rider?
Better believe it.
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer.
Alright. Hopefully it's not as crazy as the last one.
I've heard ballads about you, and that's
And by crazy, I just particularly mean long. Because last time it was a very long race. And I think with this racing saddle, we actually might be able to pull it out, the whole thing on a full sprint, which would be totally awesome. But as I'm saying it, I start to believe it less and less. Alrighty. How are we looking? Is this the end? We're coming up on it? It looks like that's... Oh, come on. Come on. Ooh. Wow. That was a little close. I heard him creeping up on me there at the back. Oof.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
What's this guy doing in the
I'll bring
background
them to
there?
the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Aw, yeah. My guess is with that guy up there we can do more races, but a master crafted saddle? What's this all about? 35 stamina. 50 stamina. Why would I want this when I have this? Huh? If it was like master crafted saddlebags, then maybe. This is probably just more of a look thing. Let's get our way back over there. Hello, peasant. Alrighty, back to Novigrad to help Dandelion out. Yes, this is going to be the quickest one. Oh man, I was really worried about that race there right at the very end. Hope these guys don't hassle me
Wonderful.
again.
Should have stayed in the
Oh
forest.
yeah. Oh, there's things going on here. Ah, hello.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
No, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical.
Oh
What
god,
about
really?
Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
So when's this? Oh, I thought that was his play. Yeah, it's not the Rosemary in Time.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Time wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
I suppose. And when's this grand opening?
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, I helped a whole crap
Seems
ton of
my
people out.
cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Sounds good to me, man.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she say anything about me?
That she loves her little snookums. Yeah, she praised your rationality, which
She
Gets
said
me.
something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
unfortunately I'm
this
not.
time.
Yeah, you need a drink, buddy.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Ugh, it wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
But Oh.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows
Whoa,
no
you need to
bounds.
calm down back there, guy.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla! She's
What?
What? Speak, man.
badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Oh, we're about to whoop some ass. I can tell.
Gods.
Or not.
Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
Well, I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable.
What the hell happened to her?
You are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Yeah, they closed down your school.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus.
No way.
Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Yeah, so this wasn't... Oh,
So
man.
this was no ordinary attack.
They
No
robbed her of
robbery.
everything she
Clearly
had,
not.
basically.
It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
I am now.
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt,
Wise man.
I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this.
Yes.
Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing.
Yep, for real.
Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues.
Thank you, Joachim.
No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
I see. Am I gonna have problems getting into that morgue?
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Ready
We're gonna
and
catch this
intrigued.
bastard.
I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Himmelfart himself.
Hopefully it's Himmelfart, because that's a funny name.
You lead.
Sure thing. So why does he need to use this? Oh, yeah, he was...
Preventive medicine you
Yeah.
practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
we're on Quen, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you like that, don't you? Oh, that's an awkward position to die in. I don't know how much I want to keep collecting. There's definitely a lot of this stuff. Oh, I hate you. Water hags are the worst. Oh, we haven't lost our combat skills too poor, you know, too much. They're there. They're not that poor. Get back. Yeah, I saw you. Don't worry.
Lost it. I kill one, another takes its place.
I know
Yeah.
how you feel. Believe me. Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me
Oh,
straight.
come on.
No
You can
sugarcoating.
get on there.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me.
Yeah, that's
Surely you
not gonna
understand
happen.
what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough
Yep.
to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Oh, that's interesting. Why would Dandelion be the one that would help?
Take the ladder.
Oh.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is this Dwarven woodcarver nonsense about? Now he went through here. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Okay, well, I'm gonna get things first before we end up doing this. Alright, is it this
Human.
one?
Wrong body type.
No. This one looks pretty big as well.
Looks like necrophage has got to this one. Let's keep looking.
I'm wondering if there's some sort of reason it wants me to go to the other one. Maybe I should listen instead of going the other way. Wants me to go. Well, this definitely looks like a dwarf.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Do you know who
Not
I
a
am?
bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's do the head first.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Yeah, look at the eye sockets.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
I guess we're gonna have to. Well, we don't have to, I guess. Do the whole thing, but yeah. Is there anything in his mouth?
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
And his larynx has been cut.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Oh god, this one's a real sick freak. We thought the horse and Junior was bad. Alright, let's look at his torso.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Seems like this guy was operated on.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Holy moly.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Why is there an arrow in his hand? Why is there an arrow? The hell is
An
that?
egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
I would go with the latter. What about the scar?
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Okay. Are we gonna cut him open?
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Oh, they're making him drink formaldehyde? Holy crap. Let's look at his hands.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He
Looks
was
like
tied
it.
up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
And the legs?
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Yeah,
And a different sense of humor.
indeed. Alright, might as well check him out.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely
What's
doubt
with this
they bear
arrow in
any
his
relation
hand?
to the matter.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Okay, so I guess we know enough.
Alright. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
It does seem like a ritual murder. A murderer could just be mad, but it seems like it's a ritual murder.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Wright,
Hello.
the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student.
Your savior.
Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Alright, where was it found?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
Well, we made our way in.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me.
I don't
We
like
shall
that
leave
guy.
via
I don't like a
another
lot of people in this game. Hopefully that guy can get the arrow out of his
Why'd you
hand.
cover for us?
I was
doesn't
covering
look like it
my
feels
own
good.
arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever.
Well, he got out of it
while I
easy.
don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, this Nathaniel guy, who is he?
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple
Maybe
on
he
the
did.
aisle, and so forth.
Dream job.
And you could have let me know that you knew the coroner. That would have been nice.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Ah, good point. I don't know. We want to know, but yeah, we won't press him.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Mm-hmm. Because you're guilty until proven innocent. Alrighty. Eustace. I coming for you.
Bloody bandits! Can't go out in the streets no more!
Apparently not.
Full of foul of the king of beggars.
Eustace, what's
You
up?
Eustace, the corpse collector.
Aye? How'd you know?
They told me about you.
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
So you take the dead people's bodies. Have you collected any other bodies with those injuries?
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of the...
Some things are best left unsaid.
Yeah.
What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
I almost think it's him.
Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Indeed. Alright, so you searched him?
You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Oh, no you didn't. You're gonna tell me what was in his pockets.
Talk. What did you find on him?
I as you wish. Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla?
Oh my
we saw
god.
wenches in this town.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, bub.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Stay down. Eustace. Alright.
Oh, Lydica, what happened here?
Let's go search the next area. He's far away. No, they're not too far, but we'll still call Roach. This is like the first time he's been like right there.
Come on now.
Ooh, nice little jump. You're a prancing pony. Oh.
Hey there.
Wait. Can I?
Anyone home?
This
Begun.
is interesting.
Or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax.
Yeah, I think it's a bad
Hear
idea.
about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on. Come on,
Yeah, he's definitely a dwarf with that accent. So, who are you?
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
I wanted to see if you knew anything about the murder.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes.
Holy crap, did anyone else understand what the hell he just said? I know it was written and right in there, but what he said did not sound like that. So did your brother have any enemies?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag, and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Yep.
Know where I can
Possible,
find her,
I guess.
this dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her paunch said a fever took her.
Interesting. I think I need to take a look around.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Sick of it all.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
What's this about?
Murderer dragged something heavy. Dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Ooh. Sometimes it does that, where it'll like hit more than once at one time.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
His favorite. What's this? Concerned Citizen Sermon. Well, we'll take that. Do we read it? I guess we'll read it. Concerned Citizen's Sermon. Alright. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames. Fire can prepare our nourishment. Fire can drive off the horrors from the dark, or of the dark. Yet fire can also scorch, burn, and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with the eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds. Concerned Citizen. Well, that is interesting. Sounds like someone was being quite threatening. Did we talk to you again? I looked at your sculptures.
Had a look at your sculptures.
And? Lifelike, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. The women especially. Never seen a bust that size on Melitele.
Oh, aye. Fabian's handiwork. I told him, brother, tits like that would crush her back. Whittle him down. He said, nay, they'd sell better this way. Told me to shut me trap. And sell they did. Till one sermon at the temple, and the celebrating reverend said that whoso buys idols from the non-human Myers sins twofold, as a heretic and as a lecher. That was the end of that.
I believe it. Can you open that workshop for me?
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
What do we got? Oh, some things.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless
Well, there's a
somebody
smell.
got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind. Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Oh, so that's where they went.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Yeah. Interesting. And there's this.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing here.
Just the smell? Okay, yeah, we'll leave. I know we took that broken rake, but we'll leave everything else. Alrighty. And let's head over to the very last one. Quit drinking all the water, man. Leave some for the fishies.
That's it, Roach.
Seems like a religiously motivated murder, possibly. What's happening
Oi,
here?
Witcher!
Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim.
Great.
Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll go do that.
Hey, handsome.
Hi, how's it going?
A brazier. This time of year?
Yeah. Whoops. Seems to be another thingy. Concerned citizen sermon.
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Do you really want to mess with me right now? Whistling Wendy. Well, thank you, Whistling Wendy. You're about to get messed up.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
I bet so.
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime?
Oh, really? Come on.
My brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
So why do you think it's me?
Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Alright, were you and her friends?
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered.
I believe it.
I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Indeed. So Priscilla wasn't the only one. You do know that, right?
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Alright, goodbye. Sorry for killing your brothers.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Okay.
Oh, my head's ringing.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't kill him.
What do you want?
I
Man's
want to examine
footprint.
footprints.
The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back. Human. Priscilla's.
Oh,
Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
interesting.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
This seems to be more that formaldehyde stuff.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
Alrighty. See, that all would have brought him, like, right over here.
Mark my words, I'll kick him out. Yet another night with that whore.
A Mainsley whore.
Oh, you make a fine sailor.
Crap. Alright, you know what I think we should probably do is we'll read that other note. Is it the same one? Concerned Citizen's Sermon. Alright. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting Dopplers can hide from its light. Not even witches and sorceresses, So adept at fooling the common folk, not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's minds with their charms. Whoa. I feel like I totally read that wrong. Anyways, abandon then the treacherous and immoral magic arcane. Cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose you for all... Oh. Wow. Blah, blah, blah. And the eternal fire will expose you all, monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames. Ugh. Man, I shouldn't say we. Don't worry, I'm not going to blame that on anybody other than myself. Had a hard time reading that one. Alrighty, righty, tighty. Okay, everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up this here. We're going to go run and talk to that coroner since nothing else popped up. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode with, you know, all of the investigations and my terrible reading. Anyways, have a great day, great night, whatever it is to you, and I will see you back here next time for episode 51.